a team like Utah shoot like they did from 3-point range. What do you say to that? I mean, they were just on fire tonight, weren't they?
Well, also, not just the mix, but the amount of shots that they take and the quality of the shots, the ball movement. You can see the intention of every move and the pace that they play with. You have to be on, you have to take stuff away. You have to be aggressive defensively to stop a team like that, to get in to the spots that they want to get to. And yeah, they're going to put up a lot of shots, and obviously if they get good looks, they are going to end up making them.
Mark, you've already seen some pretty good teams this season. Where does Utah fit in that hierarchy? Obviously, they do have the best record in the league.
Well, I think that kind of speaks for itself. They do a great job. They play beautiful basketball. The ball moves, player moves. They play, they have their own identity defensively of what they're trying to do. They do make adjustments both ends of the floor, and they're very unselfish, all of them. So it's pretty fun to watch. Not so fun when you play against them and it works for them and not for you. It can be a little frustrating, but we can learn from it. Obviously, we have to learn from it, and as soon as possible.
Mark, you guys lost 4 in a row. How do you kind of turn things around in a couple of days when you get back home and you play Portland?
I believe in getting always back to the basics when things don't go your way. First starts with communicating on the floor, being on the same page at all times. Then, it's competing, taking stuff away for the offensive. It starts to be always on the defensive end. That creates our offense a little bit. That creates trust and gets guys going. And, we have to be 5 guys together at all times.
Thanks, Mark.
All right, let's go to Kyle Goon, please.
Hey, Mark. I know it's probably maybe a little tough talking about Mike after a night like this one, but, what do you make of him not being in the All-Star game for another year? And based on the way he and his team played tonight, do you feel like he deserves that?
It's always tough. I've been with him when he deserved to be on the All-Star in Memphis many years, and he's always kind of been, deserving but not making it. I think this year it's a little bit tougher because they have the best record in the league. The way he's been playing and the way he impacts the game on both ends of the floor. I think Utah could have, 2 of the guys could have been in it, or being the third guy, because he's just as impactful as anybody else on that team. But it sucks. It's the way it is. And he's dealt with it before. I'm just happy to see him healthy, happy to see him happy, and happy to see him winning.
All right, Dave.
Mark, if you take away the losses, and I know sometimes these type of questions are answered with, well, if we knew what we're doing wrong, we wouldn't be losing. But are there a couple things that you can point to that if we do this and we do this, we should be getting back on track?
I believe, like I said before, in the basics, communicating, getting to the ball, taking stuff away, making things hard for the other team, not just being reactive, but being a little more proactive, being locked in at all times, understanding that the other teams play too and they're going to score. You don't panic, you don't change, you don't start creeping towards your guy. You keep the team together as a unit. And being accountable. It's simple. Everybody has to do their job. Everybody is expected to do their job on both ends of the floor. And it's, like I said, we have to, when things get more complicated, we try to keep it as simple as possible and go back to the basics. That's what has worked for me in the past.
Cool.
All right, we have time for a couple more here. Let's go to Dan Wakey.
Hey, Mark, 2 quick ones for you. If Dennis is able to play Friday, just how important is that for you just to get another starter back at a time when you guys are looking for stuff? And I guess, secondly, I assume you guys feel like you're a better shooting team than you've shown collectively as a group here in the last month or so. What can a team do to break out of a slump when it's in one kind of this deep?
Trusting each other, trusting your work. I do believe that Dennis, if he plays Friday, for sure is going to help us. Having another guy that impacts the game on both ends of the floor, that defensively sets the tone for us on the ball, that also, kind of offensively creates a lot of stuff by, getting to the paint and shooting those floaters, those mid-range shots, and playing with pace, attacking the rim early on the offense. He does a lot of stuff for us. So obviously having a guy like Dennis back, if that's the case, would definitely help us. But if we don't, we have enough guys to turn it around anyways. We have to, like I said, there's plenty of talent in that locker room. I mean, not just to win Friday, but to win, consistently.
All right, let's take one last question here. Let's go to Claudia.
Marc, ¿me escuchas?
Sí, perfectamente.
¿Qué tan frustrante ha sido jugar estos partidos en la ayuda de Anthony Davis y Dennis Schroeder? Y más perdiendo 4 partidos seguidos.
Sí, las derrotas nunca son deseadas, pero siempre hay que intentar ser positivos y sacar lo mejor del aprendizaje de las derrotas. Intentar entender qué debemos hacer mejor como equipo, mantener esa unión. Normalmente se ve el carácter de las personas en los momentos más difíciles, y la verdad es que intentamos todos mejorar y ayudarnos. Obviamente no nos están saliendo las cosas, pero las temporadas son muy largas y hay momentos más buenos, momentos más malos. Entonces, hay que tener paciencia, seguir trabajando, creer unos en otros y mirar hacia adelante.
Cuando ves a un equipo como Utah, ¿qué es lo que aprendieron de ellos esta noche?
Bueno, resalta mucho a la vista el movimiento de balón que ellos tienen en ataque, cómo el balón no se engancha a las manos de nadie nunca, el balón siempre se mueve de un lado en otro, la manera que tienen para pasársela y generar tiros de unos a otros. Al final, un equipo que tira 40 y pico triples y muchos muy bien tirados, al final van a generar muchos puntos, y en defensa tienen muy claro lo que quieren, lo que no quieren, y ejecutan muy bien.
Gracias, Marc.
Marc, thank you for your time, sir.
Thank you. Yeah, it's lovely.